Hello everyone, my name is Khalior. I bring to you the latest news related to Bloodhunt and everything around it, and I'll help explain the news in a way to better understand what is going on. Given that most of the news about Bloodhunt these days are driven by community events, I now only make news recaps whenever I think that it's going to be worth my time to make one. So, for posterity, archival, and recording purposes, it is currently Wednesday, July 3rd, 2024. It is currently 7:34 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. It has currently been 799 days since the official release of Bloodhunt, and still currently activated. In-game is the Primus Pass, and the current patch is still the community update. We are recording this live on Twitch. Please give me a follow to stay updated on Bloodhunt. We also have a Techno Demon challenge that's going on that involves channel points and 2 Techno Demon mask codes to give away. So don't be shy to watch my streams, even if they're not related to Bloodhunt. Also, get in my socials if ever you want to be alerted to when I'm going to be doing any of these things. Also, I might ask you some questions about some things to go on to be streaming, but that may be like a little bit in the future, not right now. I'm working on some things. If you're live, feel free to ask me questions and chat to anything that is relevant that I'm talking about. If ever I'm talking about something and you have a question about something and it's relevant to it, please ask me then. Otherwise, please wait until I'm done with the recording if you've got some other questions about Bloodhunt that you want to ask me. And as a reminder and a disclosure, I'm not a game dev. I'm not bound by an NDA for Bloodhunt, but I'll do the best that I can to explain the news with some reasonable assumptions. And I do not work for Shark Mob. Now, so what I'm going to be recapping for you, just going to be a bunch of interesting information that I think that might be interested that you might be interested to know about, including some event updates from the community. And yeah, there was a bunch of things that happened very recently that I thought like was relevant to just be like at least alerting you to all of these things right now. So I'm gonna still do the same thing: Twitch drops, community vote, then community events, just to let you know like exactly what's happening currently. Time to do a little update. Oh, Cola, that maid outfit is going to be stored for a while, I think. Because what happened then was, woohoo, the consequences. Yay, the consequences of my actions. I knew what I was doing. I did it. Anyways, I'm not talking about that here. We're talking about Bloodhunt news. So for the people watching this on YouTube, don't worry, the maid thing was a thing in the past anyways. Yeah, for the people who are watching on YouTube, all the links to everything that I'm going to be showcasing here are posted in the description of the YouTube channel, along with the timestamps, so you can jump through everything and go to the things that you want to pay attention to. So we're going to start as we usually do, with a reminder that we have some Twitch drops. Yes, these are the new Twitch drops that we've got that started last Friday. So they're available from June 28th to July 26th, and they are the Unholy Smokes Mask Dropner female Bruja only outfit, the Gérard Toreador male only outfit, and the Skullburst. The Skullburst is Nosferatu only outfit. Now, if I'm not mistaken, yes, I'm not mistaken. There's also the Milk outfit and the Swift Vision eyewear that is also attached to all of this. And right now they are all available from everyone who streams Bloodhunt with drops activated in their Twitch settings. You need to watch 4 hours of Bloodhunt content to be able to claim all of these, assuming that you've got all your accounts linked properly like you're supposed to do in Twitch and all of that. So Right now, like I said, all of these drops are available from everyone who is currently streaming Bloodhunt content with Twitch drops activated. There's no top 100 lists that is currently going on. We will have a top 100 lists going on up until next fall. So the upcoming fall for all of the summers, everything's available for everyone who wants to stream it. However, we were told of the plans of the drops that are coming for Bloodhunt for the next upcoming months. This series of drops, this campaign drops being, one of the things that have been planned. We were told that there was going to be a soon to come list of drops that's going to be known, that's going to be happening in September. Now, we were told the dates of the September campaign period for drops, but we were told that the contents, what the drops are going to be, we still don't know. So I've already posted in the Inner Circle chat of the Bloodhunt Discord some suggestions that I've seen from previous drops that have been available inside the Bloodhunt Discord, like from Bloodhunt, and I gave my suggestions of some things to come back. I do not know if Tobias has already made his decision about all of the items that are going to be available for the campaigns. I suspect that he currently has been working on that. But if you want to suggest some more things, remember to go inside the Bloodhunt Discord. There's the Inner Circle section that is reserved for content creators, but everyone can join. If ever you've got some feedback, some things that you'd like to see come back from all the database that we've seen before, don't hesitate to voice your opinion. But the reason why I'm saying that Tobias has been working on this is because he's given us a little update for September inside the Bloodhunt Discord, inside the Inner Circle channel. So he says, just gonna raise that up. He said, "Hello everyone. For the new to be announced Twitch drops for September, we will go back to the top 100 most hours streamed list. That means that at the last Thursday of August, the 29th, we will use Sully Gnome to check who streamed the most hours during the past 30 days. The September drops will then start on Friday, August 30th, and continue up until September 27th, and be available to the top 100 only. So, the people who want to do AFK streaming inside of the Bloodhunt category, I'm sorry. You will no longer be able to get those drops automatically for the month of starting in September, as we will revert back to the top 100 lists. And it's not like most of you had a chance anyway, because there are some very diligent people that are looking at the Bloodhunt category every day who like to report the people who are doing AFK streaming and report them to Twitch, report them to Twitch, because AFK, like most of you know, AFK streaming, 24/7 drop farming, and all of that stuff is now prohibited for streamers to do. It's not a behavior that Twitch wants to encourage. And so if ever you see some people do that kind of behavior, you can report them as a scam, I believe is the category in which you can report these people. Now, there are some people who manage to go around the rules, specifically one that we have in the community. But apart from that, like every time that there's some that there are some that pop up, and you're interested in community and you're interested in streaming or keeping the category clean, please feel free to report any of the AFK streamers or drop farmers that pop up in the category. We will really appreciate it. But you can see that right now the category is fairly clean. Fairly clean. But yes, big news. He's already decided this. Gonna go back to top 100. But the list is still to be announced. So maybe there's a chance, if ever there's some people that really want something that was a drop previously and it's been a while since it's been coming back, I made my suggestions. Some people like spoke their piece, said their opinion. We're gonna see what Tobias is gonna cook up for us. I also said something about like maybe reserving like the spooky things for like the October drops for Halloween, because that would be a good idea. Anyways, I think that's a good idea. Anyways, so enough about the drops, but that's some good news for some people who are waiting for some good news like this. Because the AFK streamers are a little bit annoying. So now we can go back to a lot of people not streaming Bloodhunt, but we can say like, oh, at least that AFK streamer is not gonna be there in the category. It makes us look bad. Instead, we really want to be the only ones to see that we're not streaming the category anymore. That's a little tongue-in-cheek for the people who are still interested and can stream but don't stream the Bloodhunt anymore. Anyways, that's a little jab. So, let's look at community voting. So the community voting, when we got the vote results, which are currently the things that are live this week. So at 48%, we've got Divine Disco, Burning Church, and Memorial Park. For legendary weapons, at 48% of the votes, we got Revolver, Tommy Gun, Toggler, Silence, SMG. And for artifacts, we've got the Hand of Glory making its return. And the Crow Famulus at 47% of the votes. I think this is the closest we've ever come to the numbers being almost exactly the same in all the three votes, which I think is fascinating. So clearly the at 48%, what that means is that clearly the community has voted en masse. The very like it's a majority vote for all of these, but like when it's close to 50%, when it's in the 40% category of percentage, it means that this has been the clear choice from everyone. Like there was no mixed choice from anyone in the community. Like these were the clear winners. These were the clear things that people wanted inside the community. Now, in terms of choices that we've got this week for voting, we have, in terms of artifacts, the Crow Famulus and Eye of Thorns, Nodist Volume and Expeditous Boots, and option 3 of O'Rourke's Ram and Hand of Glory. So remember that we've got some votes that have happened in the past where it was only just a few hundred votes difference, and one recently that was under 100 votes of difference between having one option or the other option. So never stop voting. Never stop voting. At least if you're on vacation, at least take the time, come in the week, not even take 2 minutes to lock in your votes, and then you can go back to your vacation or something else. For TDM maps, we've got the option of Graveyard, Memorial Park, Old Town Square, Rooftop Restaurant, Abandoned Mall, and Sky Bar, and Railway Station, Red Light District, and Burning Church. Now, some people know, want to hear my recommendation for TDM maps because they don't really play TDM or they don't really care, but they'd like to vote something. If someone recommends something, I would recommend option 2 because it doesn't contain some of the maps that we currently have this week. So the other one has, currently this week we have Memorial Park, we have Burning Church. So this one is the other option that I'm suggesting that you vote for. In terms of weapons, legendary weapons, we've got hunting rifle, burst rifle, dual pistols, and 9-barrel. Option 2 with sniper rifle, golden revo, flare gun, and double tap. And option 3, which is pistol, dual crossbows, Tommy gun, and toggler. It's been a while, I think, since we've seen like the single weapon, holding in one hand type of weapons all together. The only thing I think that's missing would be like the pistol, the single pistol instead of the sniper rifle, and then we get like all one-hand guns inside a category. That'd be fun. As a reminder, all of these are randomized by the system, so none of it is selected by anyone. But yeah, these are your choices for votes this week. And let me just check on my things. Let me just check on my things. Yes! Keep in mind, the votes for legendary weapons and the votes for artifacts are going to play a factor inside of the PlayStation 5 tournament, which is going to be re-happening on Saturday the 13th. Saturday the 13th. It's hard for me to pronounce things like that. But yeah, the vote choices that you're gonna have this week is going to have an impact on this tournament. I'm gonna be talking about that in a second. So keep that in mind. I should actually retweet about it. Let me actually do this live. Reminder that your choices will have an impact on the, I might as well do it live, on the PS5 tournament happening on July 30th. Hashtag Bloodhunt. Might as well do it live, right? Add a little. What do we do? A little this. Boom. All right. So gonna be talking about all of that in a moment. Did I say PS3? No, I said PS5. Okay, never mind. Okay, we're good. Let's move on. So yes, we're gonna be talking about community events now. I'm gonna be talking about the tournament in just a second, but first let's go through all the other things that are currently happening. As a reminder, all of these things are all posted inside of the Bloodhunt Discord, in the community events channel. Every event that is coming from the community is posted there. Now, one thing that happened, I did talk about this in my last news report. There was, in the secrets channel of the Bloodhunt Discord, there was a secret summer challenge that was put forth by Tobias, and the challenge was, as I'm realizing, I'm trying to find my picture again. Yes, the challenge was to identify by name all of these icons and banners that we see here. We managed to say like where we obtained them. Where we obtained them and what exactly were the links between all of these items together. So the community pulled their brains together. We said a whole bunch of things. We gave all the explanations. They're all posted in the secrets channel in the Bloodhunt Discord. And there was a reward at the end, which we weren't necessarily expecting. But yeah, there was a reward at the end of this. And let me just remove something here. Boom, so I can post it. Oh, there we go. What happened is we actually got a new code. A new code to claim all of these items. So, as I said here, some swag from the past, because these are all past items except one. All of these icons, these 7 icons, the 3 banners that you see there. So you get 10 items if you claim the code TAROTSECRETSCULT. This code is good for 2 years. The next 2 years, you go on the Bloodhunt website, you log inside your account, you scroll down towards the middle of the page once you're on their profile page. Scroll down in the middle, you're gonna have the redeem code button. You click that and then you paste in there that code in all caps, TAROTSECRETSCULT. And you have access to all of these. Now some people go like, I'm an OG, I got all of these back in the day. No, you didn't. This banner here, the Neolith banner, is new. It was in the game files, no one could obtain it. But now it's been added. So, even if you're an OG, there is one item here that you did not have before. And yeah, this follows through with the idea that I've been circulating because I've got the explanation from Tobias, is that the icons and banners cannot be added, cannot be sold on the in-game store. There is no functionality to add them. Like you would say, like you go in the in-game store, you can add an outfit, you can add a makeup, you can add a tattoo, and all of these things because the categories already exist. They're already made to be like that. However, since we do not have any more development, there was no, like previously there was no option to add icons and banners. It was not supposed to be in their plans to make icons and banners available through the in-game store. So there's no function, so there's nothing that can be done. Also, like we don't have any more development, so they cannot be added that way. So what happens is the community managers and Tobias and also the people who organize some events and giveaways and all of that, we have to start being creative in finding ways of bringing all of those icons and banners from the past, well, not all of them, but at least a selection of them, and try to find creative ways of being able to distribute them to the community so, you know, we can still make some of those things available. I know a lot of people have their eyes on getting some of the Halloween icons and banners from the past that were available like through the early access of the game for PC. The people who got the Founders Pack on PlayStation, they got all the icons and banners for that. I'm thinking of maybe like finding a way of bringing that back maybe for Halloween. Gonna see, to be discussed. But yeah, if there are some icons and banners that you would like to see come back, that you've been seeing in some databases or in other people's accounts, don't hesitate to ask about those, because yeah, we might look into getting some of those available, and there's a whole bunch of them. One day I will actually spend some time with Kunseru to complete the Bloodhunt database so you can see all of them. And you might want to go like this one and this one and this one and this one. I'd like to see them come back. Anyways, so we're very happy. We got a new code. So for all the people that are asking for the for all the codes that that exist for Bloodhunt that are all free and that post those on their oh, I completely forgot. There we go. Chat is back alive. I forgot to turn it back on. Yeah, so there's already a whole bunch of codes that already exist, and this one gets added to the pile. Okay, now actual events from the community. There was a kill guessing event that was set up by Kunseru that was supposed to run for 4 weeks. Unfortunately, Kunseru was compiling. The way that Kunseru was able to determine the amount of kills that were being made by the community week after week was to run a program on our website stat tracker website tracker.gg for Bloodhunt. Unfortunately, a little mishap happened. And now they've detected his way of getting the information. So it only lasted for 3 weeks. Week number 4 did not happen because he has to be creative again and find another way to data mine that information. So yeah, I don't have any posts to show you. It was just him that was saying like, unfortunately, they figured out what I was doing and they didn't like it. So server tech said no. One thing that I think I've already mentioned before, but I will mention again, Neevee has been putting together a Bloodhunt quiz that is available from June 25th to July 5th. So as of right now, you still have 2 more days to go inside this quiz. All you need to do is answer the 10 questions correctly. The questions are not lore knowledge. They're more about the experience of the game. And you can win some cosmetic prizes if you manage to answer correctly. Now, there are some Fiercely Loyal outfit, Lupin outfit, Flesh Shaper mask, and Embers and Ashes makeup. Really, 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 really rare. And a Fluorophore tattoo that are up for grabs. The quiz itself doesn't take very long. It's all choice answers. It's all you have. You have a few choices. You select the ones, and even when you complete the quiz, it already tells you how you scored. And for the winners, I believe that the winners are going to be chosen randomly. But yeah, as of right now, we're in July 3rd as the recording of this. This ends July 5th, so don't hesitate. Go in there, and may get some prizes. Right. Next one, we've got the Show Off Clip Challenge organized by Kit Kate. We said that Number 2 is all about showing your best melee warrior moves. So use any purple rarity melee weapons, get some kills, and make some clips out of that, and submit that in the form that Kate posted here. And yeah, you can get some Fluorophore tattoo, Fiercely Loyal outfit, Lupin outfit, and Flesh Shaper mask. Now, this was supposed to go just by 1 week, but she says she was extending the challenge for another week, so entries are closing on July 7th. Because long week, because long vacation, some people already are on vacation. Canada just had its celebratory weekend. The US is going to have its celebratory weekend as well. So I think it's very smart for Kit Kate to extend this for another week. We're going to see what's going to be happening after that. But yeah. It's a clip challenge. Another event that's organized by Kunseru is the Bloodhunt Summer Outfit. You get a chance to win a Techno Demon mask. So the template is posted in the SBS Bloodhunt Discord. You can find the Discord link here. I'm just going to post it there if you're not already a part of the SBS Bloodhunt. Yeah, so this event runs until July 15th. You inside of the channel that's been specifically made for this, you will be able to find the template. This template, and then you'll be able to take your screenshots and then share your full summer outfit the same way that it's posted here. And then yeah, there is a chance to win a Techno Demon mask from this event. So yeah, I know some people are looking for Techno Demon mask opportunities. There's one here that's up for grabs. Also, another Techno Demon opportunity that exists. Well, you've got this channel right here. As it's posted right now, it's been pinned inside the chat and mentioned a few times by Stream Elements and by Makrai. Hello, Makrai. We currently are having a Techno Demon challenge on my Twitch channel. So basically, it's just you use channel points and you post them inside at the bottom of the chat. You've got a link for you got a button for channel points. You've got some challenge that pop up whenever you get in there, and there is one for Techno Demon mask. Now, I've already said this before. This is just to unlock the giveaway. I have 2 masks to give away, but we're doing this by contributing channel points. The number of channel points that you can give every day, there is a maximum, I believe, of 2,000 that's set by Twitch. I cannot change it. However, I did change the amount of points because at 666,666 channel points, a lot of people felt that it was a little bit too high, so I slashed evil in half. We're going to go with 333,333 channel points. And yeah, you don't need to necessarily watch me playing Bloodhunt. I may be playing other games on my channel, so you can collect some channel points that way. If ever you are lacking some channel points, you can also, do the follow and the subscription. And I hear that if you subscribe to someone, you get more channel points. You get a multiplier. Anyways, so this is what we're going to do. Yeah. At some point, whenever this is going to be unlocked, then I will post the announcement that I have the giveaway, and I'll put the rules and all of that, and I'll give away 2 Techno Demon masks. But right now, it's just, it's another way to give people Technodemon Mask, because I know some people are looking forward to getting their hands on those. Now, all right. Now, we're going to be talking about a little topic that people have been asking about. So, going to go for cam only on this one. So, we had this past weekend, this past Saturday, we had a little event. We had a PlayStation Trios competitive tournament that happened. That was organized by community member Sour D. Now, the tournament did not go very well. I mean, it went well for a certain point after a certain amount of time, but there were a lot of issues that happened during this event. Mostly, Sour is a controller player. He was therefore streaming through his laptop PC. He had tested everything beforehand. Everything was working great. Everything was going right. But when the event started to happen, there were some malfunctions on his PC. He had to try to reboot it. Something broke inside of his PC, and now he's looking into replacing it. Meanwhile, while all of this happened, we had some players that were playing the game that were thinking that all their matches were counting, while Sour was just trying to fix his PC, but some people kept playing, the matches weren't counting, and then some matches were counting, and then some weren't. And then which, made it go that the event went, we're going at about 4 hours and a half into the event, and only 3 matches out of 7 had been played. So it was becoming very late. In East Coast, at least, we were getting close to being close to 11 p.m. at night. And, there are issues about that. People didn't want to stay up for that long. We're going into hour number 5 of the event. That's a little bit too long. Sour, by that time, yes, and it was 2 a.m. already in Germany, yeah. But this was mostly North America based, this event. So Sour was trying to grasp at what exactly was happening with his event, because he couldn't stream it. He could barely figure out what was going on. Some people some of the players came up with their own rules. Some of the people that were playing had to work the next day, so they needed to bow out of the event as well. Some people were arguing about did some matches count over others. There was that. There were also a bunch of other shenanigans that happened that I'm not going to discuss here. But basically, it did not go well. It did not go well. Everyone kind of wasted their time. It was a flop. But Sour is determined on making this event happen. It's all a bunch of circumstances that were not necessarily under his control. So what he is doing, the way that he had to negotiate with a whole bunch of people, I'm not going to go into the details of all of this, but it was decided that we're just going to be a whole reset of the entire event. We're going to do take 2 of it and redo it completely. We're going to start over. So what it's looking at right now is that on Saturday, July 13th, it's going to be an hour earlier, but it's going to start at 5 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. It's still going to be happening on Sour's Twitch. I believe there's going to be viewer prizes. If there's not, I'm going to make sure that there's viewer prizes. But yeah, it's going to be full reset. I know that some guys wanted to have to still keep going on, like they said, like officially only 3 matches counted, so then they would play the last 4 but still keep the same scores. But there were a lot of things that made it, at least the way that I understood it, a lot of things that made it extremely unfair. And also there's some people that, I don't know, there's different opinions. Some people said like they were going to drop out if ever the scores weren't being kept. There's some people that were going to drop out if the scores were being kept. Anyways, there's going to be some backup teams that are going to be needed for this event anyways. And some people said like, why should we show up if ever everything's going to be stacked against us if you keep the points and all of that. Anyways, a lot of kerfuffle, a lot of people. There's certain people that are angry about this. The best way to make it fair for everyone is to do a full reset, and Sour decided to do that, so we could have all the 7 matches happen in the same set of circumstances, so it can still remain competitive. Because splitting it in 2, at least that's my take on it, splitting it into 2 events where you're not going to have the same circumstances, you're not going to have the same people, that will, I would not necessarily call that event competitive, because the factors and the environment of the competitive event are going to be different from one to the other. Also, we've never had that happen inside the community, and I believe that probably it is most likely in terms of like a couple of 2-3 solutions that have been brought forth. This is probably keeping the scores and bringing them back to another day is going to has the potential of causing more complications than just doing a whole full reset, so everyone has the same chance. All the circumstances are the same for everyone in this event, and at least that's how I see it. Sour has his own way of seeing things. He's had to negotiate with different peoples. So if you got any issues, if you got any complaints, if you got any of that stuff to say about the organization, please refer to Sour. It's his event. He has apologized many times in the different people in the different discords about how this event, but I believe that Sour has learned a few things. He's added a few extra rules now, because some people, pointed out a few holes in the way that the tournament's event, or like people had some questions and he had not decided on some rules, so he's added that to that. So it was his first time organizing this big trios tournament, and a competitive one at that. So I'm okay with him just doing like, okay, let's plug all the holes and let's redo this entirely. And I think that it's good of him to just try it over again, rather than just go like, well, this didn't work, let's cancel the whole thing, because canceling everything was also an option for him that was proposed to him. So we're gonna see. Hopefully this time it's gonna work better, and then the next event, the next trios tournament for PlayStation, is gonna go even better, right? At least that's my hope. I want to see competitive events for PlayStation players. They've been asking for this for a long time. They've been wanting this for a long time. So I'm glad that Sour at least is the one that's stepping up to organize some things, after me hearing for months and months different people saying, yes, I'm organizing something, and then no one's actually delivering. Sour is actually doing this, and also he's told me like he feels a really big appreciation for Far and myself for organizing all of those events that we've been organizing, because he's got the full grasp of especially how intense and demanding, especially a competitive trios tournament, how involved it is, and how you have to walk on eggshells sometimes. Sometimes walk on eggshells, sometimes put your foot down and crush the eggshells. One or the other. Anyways, you can mark your calendars. I don't know when the announcement is actually going to be officially made, but he's confirmed it to me on Monday that this is where it's going to be happening. I don't look at the end time. The end time, that's just me that made that. This is basically a screenshot of the event that I posted on my Discord to remind everyone that that's when it's going to be happening. So yeah, it's going to be happening on Sour's stream July 13th, Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And now, is it going to be the same teams that were signed up, or there will be no players that will be able to sign up for this? That's unlucky. I would ask Sour about this, because I know that he's told me a couple days ago that he's got basically all of the same teams that agreed to come back. But, and here's the thing, when the event happened, there were some teams that were not able to compete. Sour had to basically bring all of the backup teams that he had. He used every team that he could to get 10 teams in. So if ever there are some other spots, he will definitely be looking to have backups, okay? And when I'm saying backups, I want people to understand the way that I mean backups, because I also use the term backups whenever I'm doing competitive events. It means teams that are signed up and that at the day of the event, they've got the access for everything. They are sitting there and they're ready to go, because like it just happened, like they were about to, the tournament was about to start, and then there was a team where someone had a problem with his router and then couldn't come back, so the team decided to bail. And then another backup team had to come in. And then after that, there was another team that had another issue and they had to bow out. And then another team had to come in. So, the replacement teams, the backup teams got to be ready. Like, all the team is there, is sitting in their own Discord, get the link to the Discord, get ready to go, get ready to jump in with the other ones, have everything set up. Every event that I've organized that had to require backups, I used all of my backup teams. Personally, and it happens all the time that sometimes there's some people that, I don't know, there's an accident, their internet doesn't work, computer has some issues, they forgot to get up that day, they didn't remember that the tournament was that day, or there's plenty of excuses. Usually backup teams are very, very they're very appreciated. Especially if you're going to, if people are going to be dropping like flies the same way that it did. If he only has 10 teams, it could be going okay, we've got 5 teams basically competing for place number 1, 2, and 3. So basically it's 5 teams trying not to be place 4 or 5th. And that at that time, the community managers are going should we give out the competitive prizes if there's only 5 teams that play and 3 are guaranteed to win? Is that competitive? How about you get some new hairstyle colors or something like that? We're gonna give you that instead of having the whole competitive prizes, stuff like that. All right, so yeah, contact Sour. That's unlucky. If ever you want to get in, I'm sure he's probably taking a lot of other teams in. Right. More events. There's a rumor that there's going to be some events that are going to be happening in August. Some people are preparing some things. I've heard that there was a rumor of Funiments coming back in August. More specifically, August 10th. More specifically, it's going to be a solo Funiment. More specifically, the details are going to be posted officially soon in the next few weeks, and the signups and the rules and all of that. Might be looking also into getting some other community prizes other than the ones that we got. But yeah, look at this. Maybe in the future. Also, I might be coming back with some plans. I said I was looking into a bunch of things myself about my own stuff, about the things I want to do for Bloodhunt and all the giveaways. And I've got I've got a bunch of plans. Which ones are going to be the ones that I'm actually going to do? Which ones are going to be left to the side? And we never know. So that's what we got. That's what we got. I don't have any shark mob news. I don't have any vampire news. That is currently what we got. So here's what to expect now. 1. Community vote. Remember to go inside Bloodhunt. Take the 20 seconds, the 2 minutes it takes you to go click and make sure your votes are locked in. 2nd, Neevee's Bloodhunt quiz ends on July 5th. Only have a few days left. The Show Off Clip Challenge by Kit Kate ends on July 7th, so that's on Sunday. Sour's PS5 Competitive Trios Tournaments Take 2 is going to be happening not the incoming Saturday, but the next one on July 13th. That's when it's going to happen. The next day after that, on July 14th, it's going to be the end of the Summer Outfit event by Kunseru. Yeah. So that's what we got. We got a new code that's free for everyone for the next 2 years on top of that. Like I said, if you want some things to be back, if you want some things to come back, if you want some drops to come back and all of this, make sure you go post in the Bloodhunt Discord and do it nice and respectfully. And maybe if there's other people that are interested in it, definitely our community managers are going to be keeping an eye on the people's feedback when it comes to getting some things back in the game. We've got that. Also, remember, I talked about this last news stream. Go look at the previous news. Go look at my YouTube. I post all my news streams there. Yes, in my last news recap, remember there is going to be a trios competition that is going to be happening during September, and old ranked rewards are going to be available. The old rank rewards for bronze, silver, and gold are going to make a return. So go look at my news stream, my last news recap. I put all the details that we got so far. Yeah. So that's it for this news recap right now. Like I said, like, news recaps are going to be short. It's all of the things that I think people need to know and understand about what's going on right now in the community. Because there's a lot of little community events right now, so I thought it might be good to tell you all about that and also to let you know what's happening with the PS5 tourney. So, as usual, spread the word about the events, sign up, participate. And yeah, you don't need to be necessarily good at Bloodhunt to participate in all of those events. There's a lot of things that we're trying to make it for more like casual people, knowledge people, quizzes, all these stuffs, all these things, performance a little bit. Yeah, we're trying to vary all of these things, and I'm happy to see that there's many people inside the community who have never done anything before are starting to step up to have little events, little giveaways for the community. I'm very, very, very much appreciating that while I'm not doing anything. So remember, yeah, from now on, the community is our hand. Community is the key. Community is the way forward. The game still has potential. It only dies if we let it die. But at the same time, it's summer. It's okay to go step outside, touch grass, touch sand. So don't think that it's going to be happening for all the online games. People during the summer are going to say like, "Oh, our games are dying. Our games are dying." It's normal. It's good in the northern hemisphere. People go outside. People don't necessarily play a lot of games during the summer. It's okay. It's fine. Don't worry. We'll make it through. We're gonna have our revival when fall comes in. It's spooky time. It's time for vampires during that time. I haven't touched grass in 3 years, said Kunseru. So yeah, if you want to help out, raise a hand, send a DM. You want to organize some events and you don't exactly know how, feel free to contact myself. Feel free to contact Far. We're glad to help anyone that wants to step up and do some things for the community. And yes, Please give me a follow on Twitch. Channel is growing. I appreciate everyone that joins up, especially when I'm trying out new games. Just before I started this news recap, I've already shown the people on my stream that, hey, here's a bunch of like weird games that are coming in the future. I just want to try. I'm going to start showcasing some things. This week on Monday, I played a little game called The Duck Detective: The Secret Salami. Duck Detective: The Secret Salami. We had to figure out what was happening with some salami as a duck detective. It was really fun. It was really funny. It was cute. It lasted 3 hours. I did a full run of the game. I scratched my head for a while, and but still managed to get through it. So yeah, little games like this, fun. I'm going to start coming in with a schedule. I'm going to start coming in with a plan, so expect to see that in the near future, but that's nothing that has to do with Bloodhunt. So, yeah, for the people who are watching me on stream, stay here. When I'm done with the recording, I'm still continuing to stream because I need to give out a purple pain code for PC players only. But that's it for us here. Remember to be kind to each other and to yourself. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.